What is up, guys, and welcome to today's episode number 51. Now look at that, clean sheet leader, Coleman Keller, brought him in for 14 million. He's clean sheet leader of the Premier League, you love to see that. And now going straight in to the Champions League action against Paris Saint-Germain. We're bringing the fight to Paris at the away leg, and yeah, 2-0 in the first leg, so we got it. Oh, I say we don't have it all to do. You know, if we've got a comfortable ride, all we've got to do is, you know, keep it level, don't concede any more than 2, and we should be absolutely fine. So yeah, let's see how we get on with this as Bowden gets played in from Maitland-Niles, trying to make it a nice early start for us. But yeah, not a lot happened in the first half as we, you know, keep it level, keep the Champions League dream alive, and yeah, Bowden's just having a bit of a mess around in the central of the park. Obviously plays it into Ramsey into Dewsbury, Dewsbury into Dolberg into the back of the net, and you know, 3-0 aggregate, 53 minutes into the match. I think that's just going to be over now. I think we are going to be through, and yeah, we just got to hold it and be fine, not concede any more than 4, and yeah, like I say, we should be all good. But playing silly balls like that around the back line, it's not what we need at all. As Ramsey plays in Bowden, Bowden's just going to go for a run. Is he going to have the shot? Going to have the shot, but PSG keeper saves it easily, and now Kasper Dolberg can't really do much with it. But yeah, Jesus getting a red card. Not really much happened there afterwards, but in the 89th minute we're just going to have a good shot, but unfortunately it's just going to be 1-0. And fortunately for Ipswich Town, we are through to the next round of the Champions League, and yeah, round 6 of the FA Cup up next. Obviously going to do a massive rotation as it was just a few days after the Champions League game we had in Paris. Obviously left some of the lads back at home, obviously training for this match, and that is going to be the lads that are playing. And yeah, let's see how we do, how we get on in this match. Obviously playing against Blackburn, a championship side. You know, we should be all formalities here and getting through into the next round of the FA Cup, as we always have done. I mean, ever since we've gotten into the Premier League, we've always sort of managed to win the FA Cup or get very, very far. As yeah, every single time we've done it, you know, the run has been really easy. I think every single cup run we've had has been quite easy. I think I say that, obviously we've had Manchester United back in the past, but you know, we've ended up winning that. So you know, besides Manchester United, we've had a very easy run in for our cup runs. But the Champions League, my god, we've had the toughest run ever, but you know, we've managed to pull it through, and we'll obviously have to see who we have next in the next round. I think it's the quarterfinals, or this, nah, it should be the semi-finals of the FA Cup. I think after that one it will be the semi-finals, after we beat whoever we've got here the next round. So obviously we have to find that out. But yeah, we're just playing a bit of a rough football here, and obviously in the 81st minute, not really much going on. We're just trying to press Blackburn into a mistake, and we press them into an easy mistake, and Bowden finds the back of the net, making it 1-0, and that is how it's going to end. We've left it quite late against Blackburn, but you know, we've still managed to do it. I think Bowden needed to come on as Harris and Tony weren't able to find the net at any stage during that match. But you know, we're through nevertheless. A win's a win, a goal's a goal, and yeah, we're through to the next round. Obviously got Fulham next up, and obviously we have to see what we can do. And so we put our initial team back in there, the lineup that we've always ran with from the start of this league and to the finish, and through everything thick and thin, as we have a man down there in the penalty area. I think it's Lloyd Kelly going to be out for a few days, but Fulham managed to, well, Fulham jump on their prey and they get a goal. Not the start we wanted, going 1-0 down and also getting an injury to a really valuable centre-back that, you know, we've got Dickey, we've got Wolfton and we've got Holgate that is going to be available for us. We've got 3 good centre-backs there, as we managed to get an equaliser. And guess who it's from? It's from Bowden himself, Benjamin Haas. Yeah, he's just been absolutely phenomenal. and yeah, hopefully he can win us the Champions League and he can win us the Premier League, as I'm sure he would want to do so. Giles gets in and yeah, manages to have a shot, but gets forced by the keeper from save. Keller, I mean, theatrical saving from him. It's just, you don't need to do a theatrical save. I know the animations of EA haven't always been the greatest at all times, but you know, end of the day, managed to save it, so that's all we really care about. As Kasper Dolberg goes in for a nice little run, as Bowden is always there as well. Gets played in, smashes it back across the far end of the goal, and yeah, going to go into half time 2-1 in front. That is going to help our league hopes very, very nicely, as we still keep our Premier League title charge on hopes, as Bowden, well, smashes it into the back of the net. I couldn't really, I was thinking that was going to happen. I mean, the amount of space that was left open for him to score that, I mean, there's just two men in the wall. You know, if you do the inside curve, I mean, the keeper really should have stretched his hand out a bit more to get on that, but you know, we'll take the goal, and you know, we'll take a nice free kick shot and free kick goal. But at the end of the day, 3 goals, 3 points, that is definitely going to be coming back to us. Can we get a fourth with Kasper Dolberg here late on? Is he going to make it 4? Yes, he does. Kasper Dolberg making it 4-1. Obviously, we need to keep our goal difference up high, as if it does come down to the last game where Manchester City or Tottenham are 1 point behind or 2 points behind, we lose or we draw and they win. We've just got to hope that our goal difference is much higher than theirs. Obviously, coming up against Burnley, I think, you know, they're right at the bottom of the league table, so we really should be getting quite a lot of goals here, as Ramsey gets played in from Bowden, hits the top of the bar. Ivan Toney goes to follow it up, heads it down and gets it in over the line, and Ivan Toney goes and celebrates with his fans. I mean, Toney's been a really good purchase ever since Lucas has gone over to Olympique Marseille. I mean, you know, Marseille are still in the Champions League, and there is a high possibility that, you know, we could be facing Lucas at any point in the Champions League. You know, we could be facing them next round. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see, because Bayern Munich's still in. I think Manchester United are still in. Manchester City is still in. Marseille are still in. I can't remember the next one. I think it's Barcelona are still in. That might be the 5 other teams, and with obviously the 6th team. I'll have to see at the end of the episode to see who we get and see who are still in the Champions League. I think it's Ferguson or Christensen gets bullied off the ball, and yeah, I think, yeah, that was Christensen, just gets absolutely bullied off the ball, and Burnley on the counter-attack now, as Zakuri doesn't really have any options open to him, but he does have a role in the centre of the penalty spot, and he plays it back really nicely. Raul pounces on that and gets the goal he wanted for Burnley. Obviously, a draw will not be enough for us. Obviously, we want to win as much as we can, as Bowden gets in, turns his defender and manages to find the back of the net, securing the lead once again for us. And yeah, it's not over yet. It really isn't. There's still time left. I think there's left for one highlight to go, and here we have it in the 85th minute. 5 minutes left to go. What can we do? Ferguson plays it into Wes Burns, who's on the charge, into Bowden. Bowden lays it off into Toney. Toney sees the run of Brownhill against his former team, and he manages to find the back of the net, securing 3 points. 3-1 in the 90th minute. You are not coming back from that. And yeah, weirdly enough, Brownhill does celebrate quite wildly against Burnley, his former team, and we managed to slide 1 point, or in front, top of the league. We're 1 game ahead of Spurs, 1 point ahead of Spurs. So you're thinking what I'm thinking, we're going to be 4 points ahead of Spurs by the time we play our next match. And yep, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Manchester United, Leverkusen, Marseille, Manchester City and Dortmund, as we get probably one of the toughest matches out of this. Bayern Munich, and they will be who we play in the next episode. Watford, Bayern Munich, the home and away leg, and we also have a Premier League game of Manchester City in the middle of those Champions League games. Well, Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. I'll like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.